It's been a crazy week for Megan Thee Stallion as she threw shots at Nicki Minaj, who unsurprisingly retaliated faster than most fans expected, and Nicki did not hold back not one bit. The two rappers started the year off with a bang and some not-so-friendly rap beef after Megan dropped her latest single, Hiss, which reached the top of the charts and got the internet talking. Nicki Minaj was not one to stay silent, as she almost immediately hopped on Instagram Live to address her beef with Megan and then teased the diss track she was planning on dropping in response. And well, it's safe to say that Nicki had a lot of ammo because she went in on Megan, even going as far as titling the song Bigfoot. But before we get into all the details about Bigfoot, we have to take you back to when Nicki and Megan were still good friends who went on IG Lives and made music together. Because things started going downhill as soon as Megan began to associate herself with Cardi B, who has been on Nicki's hit list for years. While doing a collab with Cardi on her Bongo song, Megan started throwing shades at Nicki for no apparent reason, rapping, "Hoes pop pills, but I'm the one they can't take. Hot girl I'ma make something shake. I know these stiff hoes can't relate." In just 3 bars, Megan allegedly targeted Nicki's unpopular dance moves along with her alleged pill-popping habits. And as we all know, Nicki Minaj isn't one to get dissed and stay silent. Because of Megan's indirect shade, Nicki then hopped on her hit song FTCU to hit her back with, "Stay in your Tory Lane B, I'm not Iggy." This one bar really shook things up because, as we all know, Megan has had a pretty bad history with both Tory Lanez and Iggy. For context, Tory is currently locked up for having allegedly shot Megan in the foot, while Iggy had publicly supported Tory during the early stages of his arrest. So Nicki basically said, "Don't mess with me because I'm nothing like Iggy. I will clap back." If we go back and really pay attention to the relationship between the two rappers, it can be pretty obvious that they had a falling out a couple years ago. At first, there were subtle hints that flew over the majority of fans' heads, but things quickly escalated to straight-up targeted disses in their songs. Megan and Nicki fell out shortly after they collaborated on their hit song, Hot Girl Summer. Many fans began to assume that the reason behind them not being cool with each other anymore was because of Megan starting to hang out with Cardi B. Nicki and Cardi have been at odds with each other for many years now, and because of this, it would make sense that Nicki would want to separate herself from Megan. Other fans speculated that there might have been some drama going on behind the scenes that resulted in them calling their friendship off.
Same thing. I remember somebody that I associated myself with, and I remember telling someone else, this person just seems like an opportunist to me. And I remember the phone was on speakerphone, and this person was promising, if you do A, I'll do B. I said, okay, because that's on one condition. I literally use this term, on one condition that you do B, right? And they was hopping and skipping around, yes. And when the day came, after I had already done everything that I promised to do, when the day came, they pretended like they had never said that.
It was later revealed by Nicki that Megan had suggested her to go to the clinic after she had told her that she was pregnant. She also claimed that Megan kept pushing her into drinking alcohol with her even after she had told her that she was trying to have her baby.
Imagine telling someone you didn't want to drink, because you were at the time possibly, pregnant because you were actively, trying to have a baby. Imagine if that person saying, "Oh, girl, you could go to the clinic."
Nicki claimed that her husband had actually overheard Megan say all of those things to her, to which she found to be very disrespectful. Soon after Nicki had her baby, she alluded that Megan didn't show any interest in her post where she announced the birth of her child until she noticed that Beyonce had sent her flowers. Because Megan then tried to do what Beyonce did and send her flowers as well, to which Nicki claims Megan saw this as an opportunity to get a quick clout boost from Nicki. Once the tone was set between the two, they both started digging at each other using every opportunity to one-up their disses. Nicki Minaj dragged Megan for making too many TikToks in her song Seeing Green, where she said, "These bitch time TikToking, better stick to dancing." She also called her thirsty, alluding to the hoe allegations Megan has been getting hit with recently and tied it up with calling her an alcoholic. She said, "These bitch thirsty. I can see why they alcoholics." In the rap world, disses can sometimes start off being low-key until the beef builds up and they start going at each other's throats. Fans have started pointing out all the subtle shade they have both been dropping in their songs throughout the years that is now starting to make more sense once we have confirmed that the two have been at odds all this time. People are saying that Megan called Nicki out in the song Thought-ish for being jealous of her success after having been friends in the past. Megan said in the song, "I remember hoes used to clap for me happily. Now I'm bossed up and them same hoes mad at me." She then followed up by flexing her awards following her success at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, where she was nominated for Best New Artist, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Record of the Year. The Houston rapper ended up winning the first 3 awards and made history for becoming the first female rapper to win Best Rap Song. She said, "I'm the ish for the Recording Academy." This was a clear dig at Nicki because even though she's had a very long and successful music career, she has yet to receive a Grammy Award herself. And right when you thought that maybe she's already said enough, Meg still had fire within her and dropped several other shots in her next song, Kitty Cat, although these didn't get as much attention as the previous ones. She said, "These bitches keep saying they run. How? When's the last you hoes even worked out? And running your mouth don't count, messy ass bitch. Close the motherfucking app out. Is anybody round this bitch keeping score? Grammy nominated. I got 4. Cover after cover, I'm raw, no rubber. All year round having hot girl summer. I'm the That's why these hoes pissed. I can spill the tea, but I'm not a messy bitch. And ever since I came out the I was lit. I knew I was a problem when them hoes start to diss." And like we mentioned earlier, Nicki isn't one to get dissed and stay quiet, so you better believe she made sure these attacks didn't go unanswered by responding in her song's Super Freaky Girl remix. She said, "Don't nobody want to hear that weak shit, ho. In the game 15 ain't peak yet, ho. Tell that goofy get a chair. She was cocky, I could swear. Till my old tape sold more than your album, drop a tear." Nicki also dissed Megan on her song, Red Ruby the Sleaze. She said, "700 on them horses when we fixin' to leave, but I don't F with horses since Christopher Reeves." Nicki references Christopher Reeve, an actor who became paralyzed after being thrown from a horse during an equestrian competition on May 27, 1995. The accident resulted in him having to use a wheelchair and ventilator for the rest of his life until his death on October 10, 2004. This line also acts as a diss to Megan Thee Stallion, since she was born the same year as Reeve was injured, and stallion is another word for a horse. More recently, Megan decided to keep the beef going by dissing her and her husband in her new song, Hiss. She said, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. Bitch, you a never finna check me. Every chance you get, bet your weak ass won't address me. Bitch, swear they G, but the G must stand for goofy." Though the words may not seem to mean much at first glance, the meaning behind them is a very direct slight at Nicki. For those who are out of the loop, Megan's Law is a US federal law that requires law enforcement to make registered S offenders' information publicly available. These bars are a clear shot at Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, who is a registered offender after pleading guilty at age 16 to attempted R. In July 2022, he was sentenced to a year of house arrest for failing to register at his new address after moving with Minaj to California. As you can imagine, the diss stung too much, and Minaj was quick to respond to the Hiss track on her Instagram Live only an hour after its release. In the aftermath of the song's release, Richard Kanka, the father of Megan Kanka, for whom the law is named after his late daughter, openly communicated his discontent with the situation, expressing a deep sense of dissatisfaction. The mention of his late daughter in Megan's diss track was deemed inappropriate. According to reports, Kanka admitted he has not actually heard the track, but rather read the lyrics after finding out about it from one of his children. During Nicki's rant on Instagram, she called Megan out for lying on her deceased mother's name.
"Bullet fragment foot. So you bringing up 30-year-old teeth from when this man was a 15-year-old person, child. You bringing up 30-year-old teeth because no man has ever and will ever love you. And lying on your dead mother, on your dead mama."
Nicki went on to accuse Megan of trying to get attention from her husband while they were on a live together.
In the video, you could see her attention is on my husband. Go and watch the video on Twitter. This is the type of woman that can't wait to be around someone's man.
The rapper also accused Megan of always dodging controversies by throwing the people around her under the bus. She said, "You let everyone be thrown under the bus. You let the baby be thrown under the bus. Tori, your best friend, and your mom. You better go conjure up your mother and apologize. That's disgusting." Although Nicki only went on one live, she packed so many shots at Megan that left the internet speechless. Now during her rant, Nicki hinted as to why Megan's diss was so triggering. She said, "How many violators have you slept with knowingly? Bringing up 30-year-old T from when a man was 15 being lied on. It's not the flex you think it is. Constantly mentioning a man who isn't an artist, isn't on social media. It just shows me you have nothing, like your flows. You are still learning how to rap, and that's the truth." Now, many celebrities were watching all of this unfold, and some were quick to pick sides. The first one to support Megan was Ariana Grande, who asked her followers to go tune into Megan's new song. She tweeted, "Ariana tours. Make sure to support Megan's new single Hiss on all streaming platforms." However, other celebs like Coi Leray were over it as soon as it started. She tweeted, "Rap beef is so washed and tired, exhausting, embarrassing, just overall corny as F." Nicki has also allegedly outed Megan for her backbiting antics. She claims Megan calls a female rapper she collaborated collaborates with Dirty Mexican. She said, "The nickname you got for your homegirl that rap. Tell everybody the nickname you got for her. A racist nickname for a person you do songs with. Don't you call her that Dirty Mexican?" After her live, Nicki also took her drama to Twitter, starting another conversation there. "Y'all want to bring up family members and lying on your dead mother? Lied to Gail. Lied on and effed your best friend's man. Told me to drink and go to the clinic if I was pregnant. All because I wouldn't let your funky butt pour liquor down my throat. B thinks she's a bully because she gets a Rock Nation brunch every year. Be mad at Party. He told all your tea but you taking shots at my family? Get up on your good foot. Go apologize to your mother, nasty serpent. Repent." You might be a bit iffy about Nicki mentioning Megan's deceased mother. Well, you should know that Megan's ex-boyfriend revealed that she swore to her mother in heaven that she didn't sleep with Tory, but later on, she admitted the truth herself. Nicki came back to Twitter after 2 days claiming she had tried to let Megan off easy. However, despite Megan, Nicki teased the release of her diss track. "It's been ready for 2 days. Just was trying to be cool and let her get her lil streams. Wasn't gonna say anything, but I remember how everyone kept my name in their mouth and how I said the next person mentioned my family gon' regret it. By the way, they haven't even heard the song. Who said it's even a diss? Never even knew I had this much power. Didn't charge her for the hot girl summer verse that I recorded the night she begged and begged to go on my live. But it's okay. My boy Pluto charged her $250,000 for his verse." To add to that, Nicki claimed that she had 5 extra songs lined up if Megan tried to deny any of her claims in her new song. After the first one drops, "If that hoe so much as breathe wrong, I'ma empty the clip. If that hoe deny one thing I say, I'm posting every receipt known to man." Amongst her Megan diss spree, Nicki then went on to expose Megan by claiming that she was actually trying to get the producers to not approve of her beats so that she would have a head start over her. "They said I was winning because I had no competition. Now these bees so weak, they want no competition. I've seen a lot of weakish in my career, but never in my life seen a Bigfoot call bees peas, say they won't respond, then tell her producer and management not to approve the beat. All because she can't stand to have real competition. This hoe is officially the weakest hoe that I've seen thus far. Any bee that F her friends, man, is a jealous, insecure, bitter, funky butt rag." The drama got so hot that Vogue's entertainment director, Sergio Kletnoy, also shaded Megan. He said, "Not fragment foot LOL, not even a whole foot." Aside from that, Nicki also claimed that Megan didn't want her to drop her song because it would affect her success. "The bitch ain't get streamed in 84 years. Her team don't want me to drop because they know those numbers are going to embarrass her lying lipo ass. And she know I got proof of what she did." And after how she allowed her best girlfriend to be bullied, attacked, and ripped to shreds while Kelsey was pregnant with her first child. After she had f***ed her best friend's man, it wasn't enough. But this is y'all girl's girl, right? Any mother taking this woman's side, may God strike you down. Don't want me to drop because she gotta have a ghost writing session for another week to get back to me. I had the beat for 6 years. Nicki posted the entire lyrics of her diss track on Twitter and fans were going crazy. She started off by saying, "Your flow is such a bore, drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. You better stop that dialogue before I hit Carl and buy your catalog." One of Meg's most frequent criticisms is that her flow, or the rhythm of her rapping, has become repetitive over the course of her career. The Carl in question is Carl Crawford, a Houston-based former MLB player and the owner of Megan Thee Stallion's Houston-based former record label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, to which she signed back in 2018 with the help of her late mother, fellow rapper Holly Thomas. Nicki continued with, "How you f your mother, man, when she die? How you go on Gayle King and can't cry? Bigfoot, but you still a small fry, swearing on your dead mother when you lie." Megan's mother died in March of 2019 due to a brain tumor. Megan has frequently spoken on how much of an influence her mother was on her career and how deeply her death affected her. The origins of Nicki's claims that Megan slept with her late mother's partner before her passing, or that she swore on her mother's name before making a claim that Nicki believes to be a lie, are unclear, though she could be referencing Megan's ex-boyfriend Pardison Fontaine's song The Person, a diss track against Megan from 2023, in which he claims she cheated on him and lied about it while swearing on her mother. Megan was interviewed by Gayle King after she got shot by Tory Lanez, who later was convicted of the crime. Nicki is accusing Megan of lying about even being shot because Megan didn't cry during the interview. Nicki then addressed the Megan's Law diss by saying, "This lil begging whore talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you could hit Megan raw. If you're a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan score. Bad bitch, she like 6 foot, I call her Bigfoot." Nicki also runs down a list of men Megan has been linked to over the years, some of whom she has allegedly slept with. Nicki first links Meg to rapper French Montana, whose public relationship has mostly extended to her visiting him in the hospital in late 2019 and grabbing dinner with him the following month. The baby, who Meg collaborated with on her songs Cash Shit in 2019 and Cry Baby in 2021, claimed in his 2022 song Boogeyman that he had slept with her twice in the 2 days leading up to her being shot by Tory. The baby, who Meg collaborated with on her songs Cashish in 2019 and Cry Baby in 2021, claimed in his 2022 song Boogeyman that he had slept with her twice in the 2 days leading up to her being shot by Tory. Tory's lawyer claimed during the trial for the shooting in late 2022 that Tory and Meg had been seeing each other prior to the shooting, which she had previously denied in an interview with Gayle King. With all this information, Nicki went on to say, "She wanna party with the baby while rubbing on Tory's toupee. I guess she needed money bags for them Trey songs. She's G-Eazy. Carl made her crawl for it." Jeffree Star jumped in and made it clear that he stands with Nicki Minaj and slighted Meg by comparing their net worths.
All you Megan fans watching me, I know it's backwards, but I know your eyes can read, okay?
Megan has since been quiet while also not having anyone worth mentioning backing her up after Nicki's diss track. All that's left to do is wait and see how she responds. What do you guys think about all this rap beef? Make sure to leave your comment down below, and as always, thanks for watching.